balling to my very last breath. I'm balling to my very last breath. Just bought me a yacht. I keep me a knot.
Alrighty, let's talk about the Kenneth Walker Sweepstakes. A lot of drama going around in Seattle right now. They've announced that they're unlikely to franchise tag Kenneth Walker. So what exactly does that mean? Typically, a franchise tag is when you take the top 5 performing players at that position, average out their salaries, and then that's what you have to pay the player that you franchise tag for that one season. It allows you to get a buffer year to negotiate a longer extension for that price. If you believe that they're a top 5 player, it's worth it because it's kind of like another free year, not another free year, but it gives you another year paying them what would be, if you think is a fair price, if they're a top 5 player. So I hear people taking this news of Kenneth Walker didn't get franchise tag, which means, oh, they're going to sign him, or it means, oh, they're not going to sign him. I don't think it means either of those things. I just think it means that Seattle doesn't necessarily think that he's a top 5 running back, so they're not going to pay him, that average, which would be about $15 million per year for that 1 year. That doesn't really make sense. K9 is a great running back. It's just not like an explosive Jahmyr Gibbs, Bijan, Saquon. He's not in that top 5 realm. So I don't think it means we're not going to go get him, or I don't think it signifies that we are going to go get him. It just means that we're not willing to pay him in a top 5 average for this 1 year. Doesn't make sense. But although where I'm leaning is I do not think Seattle is going to re-sign Kenneth Walker for a couple of reasons. First of all, Kenneth Walker produces a lot of negative plays and makes it hard on the quarterback. He likes to reverse field a lot. He's not really a north and south runner. Everybody talked about in the Super Bowl his patient style of play. Well, he also likes to take risky routes to finding holes. He likes to find wide open holes. So he'll try to cut back a lot. He'll try to reverse field a lot. And he'll try to bounce things outside a lot. That makes it hard on your quarterback. We saw it in the Super Bowl. The Seattle passing game struggled, only completing about 50% of passes. Well, as great of a game as K9 had, he had quite a few first down runs that went for -3, -5, and -9 yards. That made it very hard in the next passing downs. And I think that's why Seattle's offense leaned on Charbonnet a lot this year, because he opened things up for the passing game in the sense that he was kind of a guaranteed 3 or 4 yard guy. And then 2nd and 6 or 3rd and 4, those situations are much more manageable. While K9 does have that home run hitting ability, he was so effective and so much better and had a great season this year in that committee because we had that balance to keep our passing game going. I don't think he's very quarterback friendly. And then also in another sense, he's not great in pass protection, which isn't very quarterback friendly, nor is he super great with receiving, as we saw him drop a pass in the Super Bowl. I think John Snyder understands these things, and where K9 has put himself, he's put himself in such a great position because of how many yards he totaled in the postseason. He did perform very well in his own right of just achieving yardage, doing it his own way, whether it's quarterback friendly or not. He performed well. Huge part of us winning and getting to the Super Bowl. So he's put himself in this position, winning Super Bowl MVP, to get a great deal. I just don't think Seattle's going to fork forward that kind of top 10 RB money to go get him. And he knows he can go get that somewhere else. So that's why I think Seattle definitely didn't want to do the franchise tag, because they don't value him as a top 5 guy in that salary range for that 1 year. And also, quite frankly, with Charbonnet's effectiveness and kind of what K9's role was anyways in the offense, and when it increased, it hurt our passing game. I just think Seattle's going to move on from this and try to find a guy in the 2nd round. As much as I love K9, his value right now, with what he's done for himself, he's going to be able to go get a fat paycheck, and it just doesn't make sense for Seattle to be the ones to hold that value. That's my 2 cents on this. I hope you guys enjoyed this recording, and hopefully you enjoyed my breakdown on franchise tags and sort of this dilemma in this scenario with K9. What a great run by the Seahawks. I hope you guys are super stoked that we won the Super Bowl, and we'll see what happens with Kenneth Walker and some of these other guys. We got a lot of guys coming off rookie deals, and we'll see who gets signed and who doesn't. Anyways, always make an impact, guys. Love you guys. Peace out.
I'm balling to my very last breath. I'm balling to my very last breath. Just bought me a yacht. I keep me a